All right, let's see what we got. Let's get this PR on the way. These PRs in. Let me give a call to my buddy. See what's going on. All right. Let's do a little huddle here. Whoop. Hello? Hey, can you guys hear me? Morning, morning. All right, let's jump right in. I'll share the screen, and then we'll start knocking out these PRs. So, could you send me some links to what I should be looking at? Like, what should go in first? So, you said there was 2 PRs?
Yeah, the one is the LTT base.
Mm-hmm.
Next
That's the
is
first one?
logo.
Okay. All right, maybe I could just find those. Basically, I decided only for commits am I gonna use GUI. I'll just keep using command line for most other things. All right, let's see. All right. AOTT raise. This one? Cool. Alright, let's close all these. Okay, so now we're in AOTT raise, and then we will okay, that's the stuff that's in it. Let's see what the all right, what's this particular, what's W293? I guess I'll chat GPT it. Unless you guys know. Oh, so why are we adding this to the? I would just do a no QA on the. I wouldn't add it to the rules generally. To the ignore list. Actually, yeah, some of these I'm good with. I don't know. Yeah, maybe 101, 102 I'm good with too. But I don't know. I wouldn't add this. Blank lines containing white space. Yeah, that seems like okay. So I guess you guys don't remember why we put it in here. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's one thing. So what's this get scope? Get scope. Oh. Alright, so you guys did some refactor here. You want to talk me through some of what these changes are?
So we just so we are writing self.getscope, but getscope was used in somewhere else as well as we just loaded it in new.
Okay.
So the
Okay. Registry class. Let's see. Def. Get scope. So basically, you don't need to actually do anything with self, I'm assuming? Okay. It's just something on the node, and then get the scope of the node. So you put this in utils. So it's still in registry pass. You have a get scope. Why would it be in both places? So you have it in two places here? This one? Well, if we delete that. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you guys are, you know, like, the PR is ready. The PR is ready. I'm like, dude, all right, cool. I know a few of these, and you'll kind of get a sense of like PR is ready. I mean, in practice, what should happen is I actually shouldn't change these live, right? I would just comment here, and then ask questions and stuff. But I want to get this expedited for you guys since you're blocked on it, so we could do it together. But part of my strategy here with the PR is there's a certain level of code architecture that I'm good with, and then I won't check super deeply if you have good testing at a certain level, right? So when it comes to, say, the classes that are being introduced and the module being introduced to the code base, like I'm very keen on making sure that is the right classes and modules.
I think in the registry pass now I checked the PR, but it doesn't have a get scope inside. Yours is so, yeah, I think so.
Okay, but were you okay? That's good. We could try to figure out why that would be, because I did a git pull. I removed it here, so that's strange. And then I git pull. There's nothing to pull, and the git status. There's the modify thing, git diff, and the git diff does have it here. So I don't know about that, but the point I was trying to make is, yeah, well, I guess, okay, let's look at that. So you're saying that when you look at the register pass here, and I go to file, it shouldn't have a get scope. Yes, it does. Like, are we looking at the same file here?
I'm checking the PR, like the file that is shown in the PR.
Okay, so you mean in here you're expanding this file, like through here,
Yeah.
and you're expanding all, and you're not seeing it. Okay, well that's still something's weird, right? It shouldn't be different. So it probably has it. Let's do it this way. Is that everything? You gotta expand all of these. So you're saying when you look at this view, you're not seeing a get scope, but I am. Did you make a mistake, I guess? You may be mistaken. That's fine. All right. Well, look, we got. You're not seeing it? Okay. Since this is an important point that you've raised, share your screen and let's take a look. So you're on PR 286.
Yeah, the problem is if no, it's ATT right. In the ATT right, we forget to review support.
Why I'm not seeing?
But in the other
I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, let's take a look. Let me see. I can't see on the screen. Oh, oh no. I mean, you were sharing a screen, but it was like not the same window as the PR or something. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I can see it. So you're on 286, and then you've expanded all. Just do a search. All right, you can go scroll, scroll, scroll. Yeah, it's fine.
No, this
There's
is
a
supposed to be
expansion.
played.
Yeah, that's the expansion between 170
Oh, here. Okay. Yeah.
We removing the other layer. Latest we have,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we forgot to.
So we have
Yeah,
removed
that's a
this
mistake.
Yep. Okay. Um. So. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. 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 So let's see what else. So anyway, I was making a long point to say that when we're moving get scope, when we're moving get scope into utils, I'm compelled to check get scope's behavior a little bit more deeply, because now we're making it a general part of utils. You know what I'm saying? So like what I was trying to say was, I check the classes, I check the modules. If those are if those are wise additions, then the behavior inside of the, say, methods of those, I won't check too deeply beyond the test. Right? If you have a test in place, then if it's bugged, we'll just debug it as we go. But when we, in the architecture of the code base, add something like getScope to utils, I'd want to like understand, like a little bit more deeply, right? So, so this is bugging me. So we should probably just call these sem scopes if you guys are fine with that. And then the register stuff, we should just do that. The registry, we'll call all of these things sem, right? Is that okay with you guys? Okay, all right. And that's just for future scalability, because registry is a little bit too vague. But oh, I know. So this, I did F2, so that should try to I did F2, so that's supposed to change it code base wide, the name change. So that typically works pretty well. So it should have changed it in all the locations. By the way, I usually, if you from future import annotations, you don't have to do this kind of, you don't actually have to make these strings. It's actually a pretty handy dandy thing. So I'm just gonna do this just in this place. I'm usually not too, all right, I'm not too OCD about it. Okay, now, so that's semscope. So like, let's see, utils should now return semscope, so that's good. I'll do the same thing here. And then I'm okay, like getScope. I'm more okay with adding this into utils because it's a little bit more readable and identifiable. Because getScope just hanging out in here for future maintainability might present challenges. So I'm just okay. So I'll let this go for future deeper review if your tests are passing. Okay. All right, so that's fine. Let's just move on. AOTT. So we're adding this new module to core.
Jason, can we do this M-scope renaming after the other tier? Because these guys, like the next two PRs also use scope.
Yeah, so I understand. I understand the concern. I think what I would do at this stage is, let me show you what I would do. What I would do is I would check out the other PR and just do the same replacements using the F2. I can do that real quick, and then it'll match. So, yeah, I hear you though. All right. I mean, okay. If we wanted to take that approach, what I would do is merge this and the next PR into one, and then do one review. But I don't know how big the next PR is.
No, that's more. It's
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just don't worry about that for now. I think that with the current changes, yeah. Like, let's just move. Let's just get this one in if we can. AOTT. So talk to me about the approach, the architecture of the approach. So basically, you have a new module. Describe to me what this module is supposed to do. In your words. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay, that's good. Meaning out in type info tuple. What's the structure of this tuple? So, just a couple quick reactions. I honestly think this should be the default implementations of a plugin interface. And then these information, inputs information, output information, type explanations, reason. What does this function do? So this essentially takes. Is this taking in a sem info object, but they're in the,
no, it's taking things.
And formatting the program language.
Yeah.
oh, I see. And I forget. So raise goes from meaning to types or types to meaning.
Here we're just making the more because some of the parts are not in the default .py, and here we just replacing the information we get, the functions, and putting it into the prompt.
Okay, so you're going from type. Okay, so yeah, so you're going from type. You're going from types to strings
Type,
to prompt.
types, and like these are explanations of different things.
Let me see where it's called. I mean, I'd love to see an example. Default? Okay. Default.py here. Oh, so this is with LLM. Okay. So these are parameters. Okay. So you want to explain to me? So you're what? Just walk me through it. I mean, I can read it and it'll take a little longer, but if you could just walk me through like what's happening here, it'd be good.
First we wrote the registry. That's what we do.
Yep.
First we make the registry, and
You can also get this registry from the
yeah, right now we are getting it from the pickle file, and now after that.
That's fine. All right, that's fine.
So in the ASP chain, we get the scope of where the module is, and then afterward that scope is converted to same scope, like a
Mhm.
scope object, and then we using that scope we go through the look through the registry and find the different information we any get and create kind of strings in the next step,
Mhm.
which explains like collect if you run this thing, like you'll see some strings, which should explain different variables in the program. So as a like string representation of the object.
So when you unpickle this, yeah, I understand. But when you unpickle this, you'll have like the mod registry will have a type, right?
It's a registry type.
Yeah. So you could do this, right? Registry. Oh, you don't import it. So it is it's a registry. Yeah. Okay.
Same registry.
Yeah, it's some registry, but I guess you don't have the type here. You don't have it. Yeah, you don't use it. But you could, right? So so basically this would be a sum registry, and you can almost use this object instead of turning things into strings, right? And you could just pass that.
We have
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go through. So you get the mod registry, and then you do get info types into information and collected types, which perhaps let's double check.
we don't need this function. That's also removed in that list.
Okay. This one? Whoop. So we're reconstituting these info strings, right? Get object string. Yeah, this is I think this isn't I'm not crazy about the readability of this and the maintainability like long term. All right, so because like you're doing basically there's stuff in your head about what this stuff means, and this stuff is different than any of the types that you've created in say what is it, registry.jack?
Yeah, so the registry is just keeping of different information.
Right.
Type and
All right.
if we are giving it to the model, we can't give it as it is.
I agree. I
Some kind of a string.
So
So that's what.
sure. No, I hear you. So with LLM, at the highest level, could you give me an example that uses it? Is it like personality or something? What's an example file that uses Jack file? Yeah. Okay. So here, so basically you're trying to reason true. This is a reasoning mode, I guess. And then you're including info, which is personality examples. What's the include info? Like what's this personality examples?
Global.
It's a global variable.
Okay. And we have to put that there. Why? Get personality. Oh,
Information.
it's yeah, I get it. But is it information for few shot functionality or something?
Yeah.
So it's an example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Personality example.
Okay. And then you've got the diary entries, which is another set of examples.
Yeah. So no, it's info. So like include information in any kind of information that will help you to get the answer. It could be examples. It could be some content. Anything like that.
What happens if you don't pass any? It just would have less information.
How many? So you don't have, let's say, yeah, that's what.
Okay. So this needs to be somehow organized into. Okay. What information would like? Okay, if we don't have include information, let's assume this is empty. I'm just thinking that's going to add complexity for me to understand exactly what this function is doing. Basically, what's happening is
I think just Jason, better you run one thing and maybe like print in the middle maybe.
yeah, I think. So what I'm trying to think is I kind of want to convey to you guys the way we should think about the implementation. So there's concepts, right, of how the technique works, and then those concepts should map into the various types of objects that are relevant to those concepts, and then that could map into the functions on those types, right? So if you have concepts in your head and you're doing like a bunch of string manipulations and passing strings through and so forth, it makes it really difficult to read. So why don't we just talk about the concepts, right? So conceptually, when you do by LLM, if you don't pass any of this in, what happens? This by LLM is going to have the information of the function, right? I mean, by the time you get to this with LLM would have the information of the function and the context of the function. What would happen if you didn't include these?
So it will not have that access to those information.
But what information would it have? What would the behavior be? Basically, at the point that this function's called, we would end up entering this with LLM. In
So if we don't mention self.diary, so
Mhm.
it doesn't know about anything about that.
I understand that. But I'm asking, okay, it doesn't know anything about diaries, so that would be this thing, right? This is in an object. Does it know anything about outer? Or inner? Does it know about inner?
Nothing automatic is right now happening. So that was talk. Yeah, Jason, you talked about like please mention these info. If you want to like make sure they include them. So that's the like the insight you gave. So that's why we made this like this.
Okay. Do we need these sum strings?
No, we don't need.
So this is for testing purposes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So this is how this is 100% of the context. The stuff that could be used to fill out the prompt.
Yeah, all this information, the type information, everything will be used. Anything you mention under, like in that statement of like the Gen AI ability statement, you use.
Okay. All right. So the first thing you do is you collect information from the scope, the mod registry, and then the included info. Now, from my understanding is, there should be information that just is relevant to the scope, right? And then you have a registry. Okay. All right. So then include information is really what's driving the context creation. Whatever is inside of this function is what's driving the collected types and information output here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then the types of these is any. So let's just go there. So it's some tuple that comes out. Now, what's the structure of this tuple? I mean, it's string, but what do the strings mean?
String analyst. That's what we get. String is the whole information, type information, like in the whole, like the GenAI we use it. You need in the Jason, can you just go to the prompt so you will understand what you're saying?
Yeah, the thing is, I want to understand it from the code. I think the code should capture it, but we can go to the prompt. Let's.
From here, you can't understand.
Yeah, that's yeah. I know. Okay, let's understand it first. I hear you. Oh Jesus, let me see if I can get this taskbar to go away somehow. Jesus, I don't know why this thing is so annoying. Automatically hide. Jesus, Windows bugs. Jesus. Okay, so what do you want me to run? Where should I go?
So just go to the right now pay.py and go to the prompt of the
The prompt template.
The prompt template.
Mm-hmm.
So these are few places we have to fill up.
Mm-hmm.
So all these filling places would be in like kind of strings.
Mm-hmm.
You have to add strings in there.
Mm-hmm.
So information is anything like let's say information like that's the including code.
Mm-hmm.
Information. So anything that might help you to do the action you are supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the input information is the parameters you give into the attribute.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
asking.
that is some kind of a string.
Got
and
it.
that input is there.
So,
Output
so-
information
so
is
just-
the output type you
so just to make sure I understand, if you don't include anything in the with by LLM, like if this is blank, we would get these. I'm guessing, at least these two,
yeah.
Okay.
Information will be right.
and then you also would get the relevant.
That is there.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest will be there.
Okay.
So the output information is just output type, like saying okay, what you need to get is this output.
Yeah. So instead of
In the type explanation,
Okay.
what we do is what are all the types we have used above.
I get it. Yeah. And then action.
So about what the
Mm-hmm.
action is just the action you get it from the attribute.
What is that?
Of the attribute.
Okay. Okay.
So
So it would be this thing, which it doesn't have one, I guess. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And okay, so one thing is, you can call it information here in the prompt, but we should probably call it additional context here. Instead of include information, it should be additional context.
that's the other thing. So we included that in the LLM meaning, like the type one, because after these things were introduced, China can start working on it, and he asked instead of information, also can you put something like called context, which would be like a whole list of strings, like to just manipulate how the model will work, not information. How we should do it. It's not going to be an action string, but different other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we included that in there. So it's not direct information that is going to help, because this prompt we came up with is after trying out different times in the OpenAI or Claude.
I understand.
So this is works for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm mostly just referring to information being vague. At least when you're reading the code, really, what this is additional context on the baseline context, right? So, yeah, but okay. So these are strings. So I understand the format of this now.
In the LLM, if we mention it's under context, it's just a separate thing. And if we say it's information, it's a completely different. So that's why we have two different things called context and including.
Yeah. include info could be so many different things. Maybe you can call it additional context info. I know that there you just need to be descriptive. So even if there's multiple contexts, or you could say additional prompt info, like that would be helpful too. Like additional info for prompt or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but we were supposed to automate this whole process.
Yeah, I think it should be automated. I agree. I agree.
So yeah,
I'm making a
and
small
if
point.
if that's the case, there are going to be two things: include info, exclude info. Because sometimes if you automate it, it will get other unnecessary stuff as well. So you have to exclude those things.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why
okay.
include info variable is there.
Sure. I'm just saying it's not clear what info represents with that naming. So, and I think we do need to have that exclude info. I think, I understand that particular piece. So, all right. Let's go back to where was it? This raise. And then where this is called. What function was that in default, right? Yeah. So these are strings. These are
Yeah, collected types is also string.
okay. And it's essentially the strings to insert, right? To insert into the prompt.
Information is what we are gonna insert. Collected types afterward we have another function make it into a different string.
All right. And this is a tuple what? This is a tuple of what? String. String list of strings. Okay. All right. Let's do that. So now, wait, I just keep, okay, here. Okay, so now these are strings, and this is a list of string. And so type collector extends the list to get all of the types. Okay, all right. And information. This is the string that will go into, oh fuck. So this goes into information. So raise, you're just inject. So the goal of raise is to formulate the string,
Yeah.
and then your type explanations. That turns into a single string and not a collection, I guess.
Yeah. So using the type. So this is creating the input information and the output information. Okay. So the type explanation is
And then you join it. Okay. All right, let me think. So when it comes to, let me see something. So you add with OLM. This came in, so this is what we're not adding any more interfaces to default, right? Okay. Okay. Let me think. All right, what else is in this PR? So we've got AOTT. Let me see what else is in the diff. Let me see something. Let me just see what's changed so far. Okay. Um. Okay, so basically in this PR, you've got feature, then has this spec, then has this. But you guys didn't. Did we add? Did we add the interface? This to the type stubs. What's it called? The with LLM. This is this in type stubs?
But
Let me see something. Yes, it's not in here. So there'd be so if people use it, there would be a type. There'd be a type check error. All right. Well, that needs to be. And then this is just the get scope stuff, and then you've got AOTT. What file is this? The pickle file?
so file is we are passing underscore file.
Okay.
So in the just generated
Mm-hmm.
file.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is deleted. So this tests basically these files. Do they test the output? Yeah. Okay. And this okay. And then this one tests assert in personality. Okay. And then assert equal. Set 10. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just review. Alright, so we just fix that. Get scope is in utils now. That's fine. Okay. And then prompt template is updated, whatever. AOTT raise. So this is ultimately, like, these need to be interfaces, and then this needs to be generalized in some way, because this is specific to the approach you're taking with AOTT raising and lowering, right? I think this is in AOTT.py. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine. The plugin interface is with LLM, and then inside of the default of that, let me just check real quick. Inside of your default of with LLM, inputs tuple. What's this inputs? Okay. Include. Okay. So this is the language level interface is going in. Then you're doing whatever your the particular prompt strategy engineering is in default, but this interface seems to be general. Okay, that's fine. Get info types. This is all AOTT, so whatever. This is the module, and then registry. Yeah. Tweaks to registry. Lookup. What is this? Registry, yeah. Then default. I don't know if I'm crazy about this, but that's fine. And this is your, what function is this? Oh, this is with okay. All right. Yeah. You guys want to take this on, huh? Okay. These are your tests and stuff. Fixtures. Default. Details. What happened in this one? PyGen AST. You added a get scope. What's this function doing?
This is extracting
Okay. Okay.
like we request this.
In the next PR.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one is oh shit. And then this is
Also.
Gen LLM body model parameters. Gen LLM body. Okay. Join. Is this still in Gen LLM body? Oh, fuck, I hate it when this thing does that. Yeah, it's still in the Gen LLM body. This is a wild function. I'm not gonna micro deal with it. The thing is, you guys will see, like, when it comes to refactoring this thing, you won't be as motivated to like, go refactor it and make it really, really good. That means someone else is probably gonna have to refactor it long term.
We already refactored it in the next year last year.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's helpful. Oh God. Oh God. All right. I mean, it's okay, fine. It's a general body. All right. Well, let's see. Does all the tests pass? Go ahead.
Yeah, when we are creating this, we also have the equation because this is long.
Yeah, it's really long. Let's see if you've got. So the test doesn't pass. At least as of this PR, the test didn't pass. Do you know what failed?
That was something not regarding this, something else.
It's weird. This is in LangTools? Wait, where's the F? Test features that. Oh, this is probably because we don't have the test features func synced. That means the signatures of your features that aren't synced. So you got to make sure the signatures are synced. What should I do here? So let me do a jack clean. And then I'm going to just run that one test, fix it, and then we'll run all the tests to see if this is good to go. So this is test line tools. PyTest. Yes. Okay.
It's not language.
Oh.
Testing.
Oh yeah. My bad. Test features. Okay. Well, good news is LangTools worked. Let's see. Test features. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, features. Default. So features and defaults aren't synced.
With the LLM.
This one tests spec, right? I think it does spec. It does features. Well, let's just go through them. Okay. So this must be the with LLM, right? So your with LLM signature looks like this. I mean, what is it supposed to return? Oh, any because it's any types?
Python object.
A Python object. Okay. And then, okay, all right. For now, I'm not going to micro test that. That looks like the same. And then features. What? It does, I don't see. I didn't see what changed. Okay.
The exclusives are being changed.
Oh, I see.
Right
Okay. Basically, the only bleed over from this PR is GetScope, I think. Let's take a look. Whoops. When I say bleed over, it's like, all right, so there's that. Basically, if we look at these files, there's this piece which you've only touched within. I mean, you've added GetScope, which isn't a problem because you made it a util, and then basically you've only modified BFS collect type, and this is within and this is inside of a function, right? Or this is inside of a, what's this tabbed into? Let me just see real quick. Just curious while this runs. It's in here, right? BFS collect type. So this is inside of PySCGen pass. Where is it called? It's called inside of this function. Self. Does it actually need to use self? Yes. Oh, because it's recursive. It doesn't actually need to. Let's. I'm gonna put it in here.
It doesn't like we request this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, I'll. How do I undo? Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right, so this is good. Refactor. Oh, I forgot to use the AI. Okay, so we've got. Okay. Did you guys try lint? You guys did lint, right? I didn't change anything. Fundamental. Did I? Oh, maybe I removed a function. I removed GetScope from somewhere. Yeah, so that might be that. Wrong order? Oh, it's because you had it as just registry. Okay. And then what else? Wrong order of this. AOT. Wrong order. I before R. QRS. TUV. P. And then missing new line. Where? Between these two? Oh. Alright, fine. Okay. Alright. So we did the test. I'm going to do a pre-commit. Just because I'll just merge it before it finishes. If this pre-commit passes. Run. Alright. Pre-commit passes and test pass. So final check. Absence tree. What you do is sem registry. Okay. That's because of the name change. PyGen pass we looked at. This is registry pass. That's fine. AOT is fine. Registry is fine. Utils is just the addition of this sum scope. Default. Default is fine. Looked at that. Feature. Yeah, this is just the interface change. Spec. Interface change. AOTT raise. That's fine. These are fixtures. Yeah, I got rid of that. Made it two things and then test language. Okay. All right. I'll take it. Submit. And it's still running that, but I ran it locally, so I'm going to trust it. Merge, delete branch. Oops, delete branch. Okay. All right, so now it's in main. Git pull. All right, git checkout main. Git pull. Okay, so the next one was.
Jason, I have to go family.
Okay. If you guys want, I gotta go meet Yiping. So if you guys want, do you wanna? We should do the next one together. Is the next one complicated?
The next one is no. So like,
Okay. All right. So let me quickly see if we can do it with Kugation, and then cool. We'll just take it from
I
there.
think
You think it's good?
it's really small thing.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Awesome. All right. Enjoy. Happy Saturday.
There's this other LLM type thing. That's where like we ran into an issue. So for that, like it might take a little bit of time. So
Okay.
we can meet afterwards.
Okay. Sounds good. Awesome. All right. All right. So Kugation, which one is it? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Lower? Is it lower? Okay. All right. The trickiest bit is going to be now we're going to merge it on main. So this is the right branch, right? I mean, this looks like it's a lot, but let's merge it on main and it'll probably get more simple. So this is the right branch, right?
Yes.
Let me do a git pull so I know. Git branch, git pull. Okay, good. Okay. So now we're on this branch. I'm gonna do a git merge. Should I do a git merge main or should I do that seminfo stuff first? Because we'll just get we'll get an insane amount of conflict. So first, let me do that seminfo stuff. So what did we change? Oh fuck. What did we change? I think it's basically everything in registry. So seminfo. Did we call this semscope, right? And then we also called this sem registry, right? Oh wait, no, I gotta do F2. And then there was something else in utils. Was it this utils that we had the sem stuff? Get scope. We said get sem scope, right? Okay, so sem scope. Yeah, I think that was everything, right? Let's just do it. Because we'll be able to see it. Once we push this, we'll be able to see it. Yeah. All right. What was that? Were you going to say something? Kugation?
Yeah, the internet connection is.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll just keep working on this and then just hop back in. Refactor.
I will join in exact
7 minutes? Okay, I might. Okay, all right, cool. I'm trying to get out of here. I gotta go meet dude. 7 minutes? All right. I mean, fuck. All right. Refactor. Oh, that was quicker than 7 minutes. Refactor. What is this? Name changes. I might as well change these now, huh? I'm just trying to dodge merge conflicts here. But I think you're still going to have merge conflicts, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, now we should try to merge main in. But let me just do a quick check because I'll be able to see. Let's see. We're just going to go for it. Let's see what the conflicts look like. Yeah. Fuck. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. We're going to take the incoming change. Where else? Where's the conflict? Merge conflict. It's in here somewhere. Where? Oh well, we're going to take the incoming change. This is the current. We got rid of this, right? Incoming change. Okay, that's it. And then registry. Incoming change. Because we have future incoming change. Yep. That was all of them? This one, and this one. Okay, those are all good now. Man merge. Okay, this one still has one. Oh, I see. Get scope. Yeah, we got rid of that. Okay. All right. Okay, so now let's see what the thing looks like. Ah, nice. This is what I was hoping. Okay, so assign. What's this? Where is this? This is inside of your get LLM thing?
Yeah.
1010. Let's just go there.
What we are trying is we have written here.
So it's here. This is the assigned stuff. Okay. I'm just like I'm gonna take that. And then here, what do we have? I thought.
We have right statement.
Okay.
To create FTP lower, we have to create our FTP. There is not ever, so we have to accept that. Like it. So that's why
That's not something you can do in the plugin.
the output to
That's not something you do in the plugin.
no FTP lower means we get from the prompt we will do the inference, and after the inference LLM will give the output. So output should be in a form that should be ever.
Mm-hmm.
If that output is not suitable for eval, so we have to handle that in a slightly way. So that's why
This is gonna change. Because we should really maybe add to the language an else. We should have a, because that kind of try catch should be implemented by the coder somehow. But you can have an else, right? By LLM else code block. That's the way I would do it. You know what I mean? So like in your with LLM function, let's say, you'd have something like by LLM else, and then they can put symbolic code. You know? So basically, if the LLM doesn't produce the right type of object,
no.
go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. So I think this is the ultimate solution. Could you make an issue for this? Basically, this try catch exception thing that you're doing here this would essentially end up triggering the else statement. So, I mean, this needs to be reviewed, but we should make that, this is a language feature we should just have. So I think making an issue, I'll make an issue for it. I'll make an issue for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or you can make an issue for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, can you try? I mean, can you try run a with LLM function and see? Can you see the generated Python code? So, I mean,
Yeah, I can do that. What was that one called? Geez. It's called with LLM something? What was it with? Yeah, with LLM. So it's all the way down here. Okay, what about it?
so we don't need the try except, isn't it?
Oh, finish the thought. What's the question?
Yeah. What did you say before? Was we don't need that try except block, and this should be we have to generate this try except code when we are no. I mean, what should else condition? What the else part should do?
Yeah, so basically what would happen is you would try this, and if you accept, you put the else body there.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could have this as default, but we will need to give the coder a way to, because this is just going to give you some string type, and you might be expecting some,
Just count.
yeah. So it's like if it, if the LLM doesn't work, just do what to do instead. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have to. We can't do anything by the output. If that is cannot be available, we have to just return it because that's just a string. So we can't do anything.
Yeah, yeah. So you could actually make it a, honestly, to tell you the truth, maybe it's not an else. It could be accept. So you could just use accept. Just use an accept logic, right? So it could look like this. So maybe this is what you're getting at. I don't know, but this is a problem that you'd want to solve. So when we have the function, you might need to have some logic like, let's just do it. Let's do this on another line. Like maybe this is a better way to do it, and then accept like that. But then you can say accept, exception as e that. So it would be the same. It would be the same. So then e would have the e that you have would essentially have output in it. So you could stitch the output in the e and so forth. But we'll have to, at the end of the day, if the LLM doesn't produce the right type of object, we're going to have to give the programmer a code block that they can add their own handling logic. Because really what it should do isn't return output, it should just accept. By default, I think it should be an exception, and the coder should catch the exception, and then they can add. We just need to add syntax where coders can catch the exception. It should accept, It's like making a call out to a database, but there's no connection. That'll be an exception, right? You wouldn't just return like none. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think from a language design standpoint, we should do that. Something like this. And this would be if they didn't want to actually take the output or do something else, they wouldn't even need to express the other thing. So we need to create an issue for that, dude. So I'm going to let you do it, okay? Pugation? Yeah, just make an exception that we need to give coders the ability, an issue that we need to give the coders the ability of handling exceptions. Okay. All right.
But I don't know how to can we because he will say like we can't do anything with this output. We just have this thing, so we just need to return. He will ask us.
Yeah, he's wrong. He'd be wrong. He'd be wrong. Like you can give it to them in the form of an exception, and you add syntax to the language for the exception. Don't worry about conveying it to Chandra. I'll do that. You just make the issue because I want the issue to be captured. Okay. All right, and then send me a link to the issue, and I'll update it. I'll update the issue if there's any tweaks I want to make. All right, now let's just get this merged. Get reasoning output. Okay. What happened to AOT lower? This is fine.
Yeah. From the if the user give the reasoning also, so we will test the reasoning.
I'm gonna
And
put
give the better output.
I'm gonna have to add a linter so you guys stop doing this tuple without specifying the format of the tuple. Everywhere you want to use tuple, you should be using an object. Pretty much inside of the code base. Just everywhere you want to just return a tuple, you should turn it into a dict type or something, or like a class that has the names of what each thing in the tuple is, you know. So that thing is because this is like using any, you know. It's like you read it, you have no idea. You're not getting any value from being type safe. So anyway, just in general, I mean, I'm gonna let this go because AOTT, this is yours, like, and this is your implementation of the default, like, so I'm gonna let this go, but like, without being overly specific. All right, get reasoning output. This is the default, so default has changes here. Does this pass tests?
Yeah.
Okay. Reasoning output. Okay. All right. With all return. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll accept this. This is fine. Yep. This is perfectly fine with me. Okay. That is a quick one. Okay. Actually, I could just merge it if it passed. Let's see. Let me just review it. Approve. Submit.
No.
What? What happened?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah, you didn't want to merge it if we didn't test that it didn't break the code base, right? That's what you're kind of going for? No, that's good. That's good instincts. My plan was to approve it and then check here to see if it passed all the linting and the tests.
No, I think I missed it. What did you? No. What did you say?
Oh, I see. Is the connection bad?
Yes.
So what I was saying is there are no more changes from here. So my last push is present here. And there would have been enough time for the GitHub to run the test and run the pre-commit and so forth. So I was accepting the changes. Yeah. Accepting the changes because it looks good to me. But I wanted to make sure that everything passed. And everything passed. So I'm going to merge. So those are in now. Awesome. And cool. So you guys should be able to sprint forward, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Create that issue and send me a link. Awesome. All right, dude. Yeah. Talk soon. I'll be on Slack later. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Later, man. Yep. Bye. Okay. All right. That's good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Us merge some PRs. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed. You enjoyed the videos. Oh, dang! Don't look at this. You don't look at the chat. Sorry. Yeah, well, I was so enthralled in the PR merging. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. But whenever I'm solo, when I have people on a call, like I'll usually kind of focus on them. But if I'm solo hacking, I usually keep an eye on the chat. Awesome. But I'm gonna read it now.